Hello, hello. Make sure this is all set up. I'm just going to skip through it. It's like, all right.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
All right, let's see what more lore we can get here.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
Huh.
What do you make
Or
of
for
it?
the player.
Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted?
Yes,
Come
by
on,
the
Locke.
ghost of the planet.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened
Like
centuries ago?
echoes in the
More to
Force.
point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt. The strength of their intent?
I intend for you to be befuddled by the mystery. Wait a minute. What's with this? Is this not where I came in? Where does this go? Yeah, the maintenance passageway. Oh, my life. What? Did I miss that completely last time? I must have. I burned so much stuff. Wait, I'm being forced to walk.
Soon, you might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens,
The only way is
I'm
forward.
determined to save
Always
Shion and
forward,
Dana.
never back.
Nothing I learn can change that.
The Forbidden Research Area.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited
being
in your
taken
past,
control of.
right? Sure. We can check it out.
Humor me, guys.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty.
Hey, it's my old home.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Button, button, who's got the butt?
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams.
Hmm.
Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits
With the way it was off limits, it's kind of interesting how they even knew about it in the first place.
even for lords then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale?
I was just
How do
thinking
they
that.
keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is. They can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember.
We didn't really talk
Then
anyways.
again, sovereigns and forbidden zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority. Grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
What's this button do? They didn't even let me press it. Bruh.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail?
Computer on.
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup.
A robot?
The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Composite? Wait, does that mean I'm not real?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores.
Project Maiden.
With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden.
But I haven't even seen Lord Crest, have
Not
I?
to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Yeah, what about me?
All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
it's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful.
But it's
Test
not you.
subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index.
Ah, North
Generation,
America.
NA.
North America.
Given name, Alphen.
Yes.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
What do you mean re-engineered?
Alphen.
I guess like remade him.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA.
Another North
Unique
American.
Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron
Man,
are the
how
only
unlucky.
2 subjects on
Poor
whom the
Volron.
experiment was a success.
Comes to power the second I make my way out in the world again. Or maybe that's
But
connected.
what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena.
I mean,
The
maybe
crown contest was
it's
never
not
about
sovereign,
deciding
it's
a new ruler.
sovereign.
It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
It was me, Dio.
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible.
The Red Woman's been
That
Naomi
doesn't
this whole
necessarily
time.
mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
You know,
Either
that
way,
actually might be it.
It's fair to say she's definitely
That's the only
involved
person.
somehow.
That's like somebody that we know that's MIA. But Alphen's alive, so I mean, she could be alive too. Maybe she's being controlled by
What
the
about
Dark
data
Power.
records? Is there no other
And obviously she had kids.
information that could help us?
Unless Shion's actually Naomi this whole time.
Not that I can see.
But I don't
Just
think
file
that's the
upon
case.
File of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely
Who
managed to scratch the
knows?
surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're
Why not?
welcome to take a look through what you can.
I'm a fast skim reader.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Only
Pulling
two
with our
sovereigns
lives.
in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it?
Because it's
Was there
important.
really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything, but...
I'm a super-powered monster.
Got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Everyone just
Yeah.
starts whistling, looking
We
away.
wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back.
The dark
To
side of the
remind you where
Force.
home is.
And I would be happy to lend
easier,
an
most
attentive ear
seductive
should you ever
path.
have need.
Thank you, everyone.
That's right. Friends forever, all for one. Lenegus. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of the astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma within the central core of Lenegus. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as the stabilizer mechanism. So the Renis Alma helps them suck up the energy, and all three of us need to be there, which is where we're going apparently. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegus serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the Crown Contest on Dana. Warning, any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately and summarily executed. Selectomic. Detachable Harvester. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. Oh, okay. It's the wedge. It serves as the tip of Lenegus's conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends two sets of conducting pathways, the vertical pathways connecting to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessel placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's energy and mass. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegus. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. I wonder if this is like one of those scenarios where like both planets are doomed, so the Renans are actually doing this for the good of everyone, even though they're complete jerks about it. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel are required for it to function. Addendum. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Huh. Sedative Mask. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without any use of special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has been done by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be the key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. That's a lot of recent stuff. Someone's been in here not too long ago. Bro. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. Oh, okay. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master core's powers. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. The following is a report in the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject Experimentation. Test Subject Voron, although the subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Addendum. Beggars can't be choosers. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cores, those original 5, are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renus Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renus Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with the other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Due to successful regeneration of Renus Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed at the Crown Contest will be permanently halted. Spirit Cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Okay, so these are the embeddeds. Because the emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. That means Danins must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purposes of the Crown Contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Increased physical load on the host body tends to produce increased astral emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. That's kind of like Amnesia: The Dark Descents premise. Interesting. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for Spirit Channel Ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Danon subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's power of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. So I guess rank 3 clearance is lower than rank 2, and rank 1 must be the highest. That's kind of interesting that the Lords are rank 3. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Alright, so that I kind of knew. The Maiden I don't know much about. The Maiden acts as the Sovereign support mechanism for Spirit Channeling Ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest, same as the Sovereign. A Renin subject serves as its functions, providing the Sovereign with a supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Renus Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. And if that's... So if that explosion of thorns and destruction is a positive impact, I wonder what a negative impact looks like. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the Spirit Channeling plan. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Oh, it's not Alphen's fault. Countermeasures must be considered. In line with the plan adjustments, the current subject will have a Maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Okay, so we know what happened to Naomi now. That's pretty funny. Mental instability in the woman. Alright, this is where they were doing the tests. This was my room, right? Maybe a hand-me-down? Ooh, 3 life bottles. We'll take those. I'm kind of low on meds. Oh, more PTSD. Time to remember my amnesia mask. I guess this is her point of view, so.
Naori,
Oh.
Talk.
What's up, Maiga? Thanks for the
I have to do
resubscribe.
this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return.
That was
to
really
the
loud and gave me a
The
heart
next time
attack,
you
but thank
open
you.
your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
Yeah, me and Aldanans.
The mask
Thanks.
contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Alfie. Farewell.
That's kind of funny with the seriousness of this
His injuries
scene.
are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
It's gonna take you 13
The chance of
generations
surviving hibernation's less than 10%?
to heal these
And
injuries.
worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
Imagine not reading the terms of service before slapping the item on him. That's funny.
But
It's like, he'll be fine.
if I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it.
Well, good luck.
I don't know if I can fulfill
Yeah,
my
dialogue
promise to you,
interrupted.
Alphen. But
Thank you, thank you.
if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough.
What do you mean? I read all the terms of service. And then I check that little box that says I totally read it.
Live for me, Alphen.
Live for me. And then he wakes up and he's like, who are you? It was so
That
nice of her to
vision.
save my life so I could
It
become a
must have been
slave.
from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lennigus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lennigus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, the sense of pain wasn't connected to memories. It was he literally had sedatives going through his body at all times.
It was all the result of one agonizing
Boy,
decision Naori made to
that
save
would be
your
a
life.
fantastic thing to have IRL.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
So is she on the maiden because it gets passed
Now that you
down
know how
through
she
the
felt, how do
the
you plan on
bloodline?
honoring her wishes?
I wonder.
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me. It made me Iron Mask.
No one cared who I was till
She
I put
did
on
it
the
to
mask.
prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Oh, that was the current sovereign that they think. Or the person that's on paper the current sovereign. I was like, I don't know that name. I do know that name. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh. Okay, heavy treats. We like those. Come on, give me a weapon. I need a weapon. Okay. Be that way. Okay, this looks familiar.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course.
This is the core. We're all back here. Where's the Relis Alma?
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony.
Voron shows up. Surprise.
This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult,
Figure that
Alphen,
flag.
but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Oh! Snap. Alright guys, what are we doing? Oh.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told.
You could have figured that out before sending a message to the future.
Itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks.
And unfortunately, a whole bunch of thorns slipped through the cracks.
My role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash,
What?
I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force.
It makes me wonder if it was actually if it was like the thorns that just like went everywhere and killed everybody, or if it was like the fact that Lenegis like transforms and stuff. If it transformed and it was just like people falling into the chasm and dying.
I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party
Foreshadowing.
got to it first.
Okay. Assuming no malevolent
With the
red
sovereign and maiden's
cloaked woman
combined
got to it.
power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the maiden. To buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted. And for a new sovereign to appear.
Voron's like, it's my time!
Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well.
Shion's like, thanks for that.
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Good luck.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Hey, look at that. We got some new threads.
What?
These
My-
are the clothes that Naori and I wore.
My
during
dark
the ceremony
armor.
3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
My edgy
That's right.
armor.
These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Okay then.
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Very nice of Naori to do Shion's hair as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize
That's
the
so
dark
funny.
astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience.
I imagine that Hoodle's like an eldritch god, just waiting to bust out and save the day at the last second.
By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
Shion this.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
Nah, this time the dark power is in Shion, not in Alphen, so Alphen won't get cold feet.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Grinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
I wonder if this is going to be...
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Or this is going to be a Final Fantasy VII ending or a Final Fantasy X ending.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah! We can protect the world and save Shion at the same time!
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
You're welcome.
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of
Like, she's like, wait, I'm still in here. Wait.
myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're...
I wonder, since it was passed down through her descendants, it's like, has it just been a thing in Shion's family? It's like, oh, one of us is just messed up.
cursed.
You're wrong.
It was her grandma
What happened to you was because
and
of
her
the
great-great-grandma.
ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for
Oh man, imagine what her mom went through.
your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack,
Hey,
embracing everyone. All the normal things
why is Law gotta
that
get
people do together.
all the abuse?
I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end and...
That's not going to happen.
Then we'll be dead and it
I'm
won't be
here
our
to make sure
problem.
it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still
Oh, that
wanna
was not
do,
what I expected him to
right?
say next.
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oh, let's go. The real important things. Alright, the latest maiden. And I don't have a lot of points. All allies HP, huh? Oh, well, yes. I'll get those later. Oh! 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 Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, oh! Yo! Oh, it's already equipped. I bought this sword and got to use it for like 5 fights. Give me my money back. Oh, but... Wait. Bruh. Ah, here it is. Wait, this thing looks sick. What'd that other one look like? Eh. This looks awesome. Yeah. True men of culture. Wait, now I don't have my... Oh, my horns don't go with this outfit now. Now, Law is my Goku character. Mr. Angry Eyes. You know, this doesn't look too bad. Channel my inner Aizen Sozin. Wait, one of these is the Secret Service sunglasses. What else we got? Oh, perfect. Why the eye patches have to look good? Oh. Wait, that might look good on Shion now. Okay. Yeah, we're going with the monocle. He's gonna be distinguished now.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Hey, to be fair, okay, she didn't focus on the difference between Renans and Alphen. The other Danans were kind of up in the air.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that. but
Okay, I
she
don't know about this
willingly
monocle
stayed behind
anymore.
on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The one separating the Renans from the Danans.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way.
Yeah, I don't think that monocle's the
showing us what
play.
we can aspire to.
It makes me feel uncomfortable seeing it in cutscenes. What do you got? You got also sunglasses? Yeah, it's the Secret Service glasses. Retro sunglasses would be the hero sunglasses, right? But it doesn't go good with the hair, kind of messes it up. You know what? The horns are back. Mess with the bowl, you get the horns. What does this button do? Now it gives off no trace. Oh, I cleaned it out. Do both these go back to the classified area? No, they don't. Beam me up, Scotty. Felt like someone was ready to scrap right there. Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
Yeah.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
I got this. Let me say the magic word. Cordiaoop. That is a very obscure reference. But if you read the Children of the Jinn books, you'd get
Time
it.
to see what secrets are in store.
Oh, snap. Alright. Who we dancing with here? I think I still have my food buff.
Volron! He really was still alive.
Ooh, I don't know if that's alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then
Oh, he is
this
alive.
another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Place. Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself. Reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Okay.
That this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But why?
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Alright.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman!
She doesn't look very red.
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Homunculus.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
That's kind of a weird leap of logic, but okay.
They're not feeling particularly confident.
First blood!
No use, Alvin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. I'm not done!
Ow. Wait, why am I getting like... Oh, they hit hard. That's why. What happens if I do this? Oh, wait. Are you weak to Earth? No, you're not. Okay. Okay. Holy Lance is what they're weak to. Lightning is what they're weak to. Why are all these guys weak to lightning? Yes, the table saw technique. Gets me every time. Ugh. Oh! Uh-oh. Shion, no! Well, the da- oh. Let's see if my... Don't get hit by these. Oh! Everyone, just do as much damage as you can. Oh, ow. Wait, get up, me. Please help. Oh, okay. No. Oh, big damage right here. Oh. Hey, don't stand over there, guys. And don't stand over here either. I could use an Omega Elixir. Or I could just go... Xian, get up. Hey, don't get hit. Ow. Oh, I got hit twice. Right. Somebody get me up. Alive. And I can use items. Oh, now everyone's going to not dodge. Alright. I can't believe it. They all died. Xian's down. Ooh, Maelstrom. Ow, 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 ow. Somebody heal me. Thank you. What? Blasted in my back, huh? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, everyone's about to die again. That's a lot of damage. No, 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 no! Okay. Oh, the timing got messed up because I got staggered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never.
Hey, she's live. Let's go. All right. Whew.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve.
Allahu Akbar. Oh. I was actually right.
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little
They
rough.
couldn't get through my new duds.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Oh, snap. He's alive. Excuse me. I won that fair and square.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
All right.
Naturally,
Let's get some answers,
it was
buddy.
built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Oh, big talk coming from the number 2 sovereign.
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
Oh, you're right. Oh, never mind.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they
Wait.
really? We already know the title of...
Am I about to get Voron on my team? Is he about to be my water character?
Sovereign
Yo.
doesn't denote royalty.
That'd be
It is
nuts.
but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless.
Technically, yeah, Voron is Danon.
Every one of them besides
Right?
me died.
I didn't even think of that.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danon. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right? Volron.
I can't believe I didn't think of that before.
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Yoink. Oh,
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
how about no? Yoink.
Don't do it!
He yoinked, or she yoinked the yoinking.
Serenus Alva!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go.
No.
Alphen!
Listen. No, save him. Free him. Bruh, it's Kingdom Hearts all over again. Propel yourself with your gun. Oh, he's not gonna drop her this time. Don't be a quick time event. Paint it like a man.
But no, I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
How about you just join the party, bruh? Quit being weird.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
The Muffin Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women.
He's gonna be
What the
angry
heck was their deal?
and black.
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
True.
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
It's a Zoogle.
So
A big
this thing
Zoogle.
over on Rena. That's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not
Same.
one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I hate everyone equally.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Oh, that's
Tell
racist.
me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Doily? You ever seen anything like that before?
Only on
No,
TV.
Never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena. And Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something
I mean,
hidden?
they couldn't even take one of us
Sound
with them.
plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renaissance too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Runs into him again. Hey, I need you to tell me. And exploded. I try to talk to every single one of them before we fight, and they just preemptively self-destruct. Really? No fast travel out of here? I'm really hoping I didn't miss something running out of there. Surely not. I checked everything. Except that one room that was kind of a dead end. That'll be fine. Let me guess. Truth. Can I do this? Nope. I have to walk all the... Bruh. Bruh. How will those guys be back looking for a fight? Oh, looks promising. No way. How? Do this. Hey, come on over, boys. I'll take you on one at a time.
Coming through. Bring him down.
What? Bruh. Really? There we go.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Consider yourself well done, toast.
I lack the energy for healing arts.
Alright, I think I can sneak through here. Yeah. This guy's stupid. He doesn't see me. Look at that. See? Easy. These guys, on the other hand. Boy, I am slippery. Floating like a butterfly. Oh, and everyone's dead.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
Somebody put the sun out.
We're all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
Oh,
You
look
two.
who it is. The summoner.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
They're so short.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
And you attacked me without a moment's
She doesn't
hesitation.
remember a thing.
Thanks.
So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan too. Is it true?
What did he tell
difference
you?
Does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once.
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the
Oh,
basic
I had
systems we
nothing to
managed
do with
keep
that,
online,
I
but
swear.
Complete restoration still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before
How
we
would
can get things
he
back up and running.
administer his decree?
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was.
Dun dun
That is,
dun.
if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on
The other two are like, Dohalim, why are your slaves talking?
discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
Guys, I got some bad news for you. I'm the
Avakir,
Sovereign.
You mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis.
Ooh.
It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look up there, it's Lord Dohalim.
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest.
Fuck it up. Stop whining.
Experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope.
And the people are just like, we don't care about standing together. We want the Sovereign to do everything for us.
I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
And then the actual Sovereign kicks in. Oh, that was kind of cool. He said a brighter tomorrow and the lights turned on.
Your
Very
speech seems
good
to have done the
timing.
trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty.
I mean, we've had more
I
than one
believe so.
Sovereign.
This whole time,
Look at Alphen.
this
He's your
world we've been
Sovereign.
fed was
Good
a
luck.
lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just
How
that.
can we live
wouldn't you?
having to think for ourselves? My brain hurts just thinking about it.
You? You can't be serious.
Oh, man. Thanks for the vote of
I have
confidence,
business I
girl.
must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader, the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But as a president,
But
wielding judicial
how else do you
authority.
propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis,
2 out of 3 of the
new dawn is on
branches
the verge of
tied to
breaking.
1.
One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things.
IQ and physical
Things like
prowess.
Oh, I don't know. Musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different.
Oh.
I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept turn against death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegus till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
Hey, the reflection of
people
those
other
glasses is
Menancia
kind of
can
nuts.
Look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegus who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world.
Lenegus isn't a world,
Though
though.
the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
Tomato,
True enough.
tomato.
Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
The Renin leader. Ooh. What is this? Artifacts. Big game hunter. What does this give? Elemental attack 40, and this gives... Yeah, nah.
Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I agree. Let's check back in the ranch from here. Like 50 harvests. Nice. Oh, my orange gel. Bruh. Oh. I wonder who's getting beat up.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Okay, we got some stuff here. Elemental attack up large. Attack up small. A fish steak. I think those are the new things.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
Yeah, totally.
A
Just
Renan
like
lord?
us.
How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment, a lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
I was about
Even
to
if it
say
means
something like
stumbling
that.
along the way. If it's on a
I'm
road
glad I
of our
didn't.
own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now.
This guy's watched Attack on Titan.
This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
I gotta go this way, right? Whip it around. This way. This way. Oh. Maybe I don't exactly remember the way back. This guy's still not healed? Bruh.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me.
Ever since she learned you were a Renan, y'all got darkness inside you.
You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs.
Just watched Gandalf fall into darkness. No. Or as Frodo would say,
We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what
good.
matters. If my brother
Good.
could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be
Gandalf
of his
the
sister,
Grey
I'm
is
sure.
dead.
Well then, just as well it's
Sag.
not a competition, huh?
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Aw.
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling
He
or
was going.
frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't
Aw,
it?
he'll always
I
need
have
you,
this
Kisara.
massive worry
And
off
so
my
will
mind.
we.
I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Hakuna Matata. You gotta put your behind in your past. Almost out of here. What was that noise? What is... Oh. I was like, bruh. A lot of sounds happening right now. Make way, make way. Your new sovereign's coming through. Who's actually the old sovereign? What is this? Oh. Free orange gel. I will take that all day. And because I've killed so many big Zoogles, 30% is still a lot. The fall meats.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too.
But we
Like
found
figuring
better
out how to reform
clothes.
Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissalma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do
No.
first when we get
Oh.
there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
We'll only take
It's
silly
also
steps
entirely
until then.
possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What?
That scream actually startled me. I think they're saying something in sign language. Oh. I didn't ask for a new paint job, but I do like the purple. Well, game over. Thanks for watching. Help, we've been reduced.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
It appears to be
The
a
ship's
warning.
controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they
Red
trying to
Women's?
finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there!
Looks out and you see Sin from Final Fantasy. Oh. I've seen this in Final Fantasy XIV. Uh-huh.
A flower blooming out of Retta?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
Well, they threw me way out here.
Do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis.
It must be a
Is the ship still
rose because
offline?
of the thorns.
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
Oh, get on it.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
And I have a lot of ingredients. We won't
Right.
starve for a long time.
Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
That's no moon. We're caught in a tractor beam. It's pulling us in. What is this? Wait, is this back to Lenegis?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
I guess not.
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Yeah.
Do you think we might run into more remnants here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
I mean, the red women technically brought us here.
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Alrighty then. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to stop for the night. We got a couple questions answered, and in its place, we got 17 more new questions. So with that, we'll call it there. And hopefully pick it up tomorrow a little bit earlier than we did this time. So thanks for watching and have a good night.
包み込んで Ci gatto